Nora, how have you been? It's been such a long time. Can't believe we haven't talked in so long. We should catch up sometime. Actually, do you have a minute to talk now?
Hi there. It's been a while. I'm doing okay. What's up? How's everything with you?
Come on, Nora. You're as low energy as always. Where's your excitement?
You know me, not much of an excitable person.
Come on, don't be so dull. Who wants to be around a killjoy? Loosen up and enjoy yourself once in a while. Maybe being a social butterfly like me could help you not be so dull. You could learn from me.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, what did you want to talk about? It's been a while, like you said. I'm surprised to hear from you. Everything all right?
What do you mean? Why surprised?
We haven't really kept in touch since high school. I don't think we've talked since then. Didn't think you had my number or remembered me. Is there something specific that made you want to reach out? Or just reminiscing about high school?
Oh my gosh, you're right. I almost forgot what I was going to say. Caught up with how unexcited you were, lost my train of thought. I hope you don't mind. I'm parking in that empty space by your house.
Wait, what? Empty space? Are you talking about the lot next to my house?
Yeah, that's it. The vacant lot by your home.
Um, all right. But why? It's not exactly vacant, and I'm not the owner either. I think my grandfather owns it. Nice of you to give me a heads up. But I can't give you permission to use it.
I see. Tell him when you can so he knows. Meeting friends from school, they can park there when we meet up. About 20 people or so. They'll probably drive themselves. Thanks for letting him know.
All of them? 20 cars?
Yeah, about. Class reunion trip, convenient spot.
Oh, a reunion trip?
Sort of. Junior high reunion. Been busy organizing.
I see. About those 20 cars.
Yeah, what about it? A few more or less. Not sure. About 20. It's okay to use, right? Gone for about 3 days. Not long, not too much trouble. Thanks for taking care of it.
Not sure if there won't be trouble. Not sure this will go over well.
It's fine. No worries. Airport parking costs too much for everyone. Carpooling would be a headache. Lucky I noticed the lot by your house. Close to everyone, closer to the airport. Perfect location. Planned it out for efficiency. Just an empty old lot. No one is using it, so it's fine. Next few days are holidays. Nothing to worry about. Thanks for your help. You're saving us. Short notice, no other solution.
You don't understand. I don't think it's okay.
That's why you'll talk to your grandfather. It'll be fine.
Talk to him if you're so confident. Not in town, won't be back soon.
Sorry, won't work.
Why not? It'll have to, Susan.
Sorry, but no.
You're kidding. You're on the plane already?
3 days. It's fine. Don't worry. Let him know what I said.
Susan, you can't leave all those cars.
Got to go. Enjoy your holidays.
Mom, are you still at work? I need your help. It's kind of important.
What's wrong, Nora? What happened? Are you okay? Where are you?
It's about the lot next to the house.
The lot. What about it?
Are you at home or are you still at work? Are there a bunch of cars parked in that lot next door?
Why would there be anyone parking in the lot next door? No, I'm not at work right now. I'm out shopping at the moment. I'm sorry, I can't check to see if there's anyone there.
What about Grandpa? Do you know what he's doing right now?
I don't know, I can't say for sure. If I were to guess, I would say he's probably in a meeting right now. You know he's always busy.
Oh geez. Of course he's busy.
Actually, speaking of that lot next door, we'll probably be using it for a few days.
Who's using it? And what are they using it for?
I think Dad mentioned to me that a friend of his needed to use the space for something.
Do you remember who it was? Was it his friend Owen?
Yes, I think that's who it was.
When did he say that he was going to be using it? This is such a mess.
You never told me what was wrong, Nora. Are you okay? Why did you ask if there were a bunch of cars parked in the lot?
A classmate of mine from high school told me that she was going on a trip with her friends. And they decided to use the space instead of a parking lot because it was more convenient for them. I only just heard about it a few minutes ago. I'm so sorry.
What? She never mentioned it to you before?
No. Not once. I thought maybe it'd be fine if I mentioned it to Grandpa, assuming he didn't mind. That was just wishful thinking though. I didn't know that Grandpa was going to lend the space to his friend.
I'll mention it to him in the meantime and see what he says. Please try to get in touch with that acquaintance of yours. That didn't have the decency to ask you about this beforehand.
I will. I'm sorry about all of this, Mom. Susan, I need to discuss something with you. If the cars aren't moved soon, there could be complications.
What are you referring to? Weren't you planning to speak with your grandfather? Additionally, it's rather late to make requests of this nature. As I mentioned, I've already departed.
I already conveyed that I don't have the authority to grant permission for that space. I attempted to contact him to seek approval. However, he's allowing a friend to use the area for the next few days.
Utilizing that unsightly lot? For what purpose?
I implore you to return promptly to determine a solution for relocating the cars. The method doesn't matter, the cars can't remain there during your absence.
I've already explained, I can't comply. I apologize. I won't be available to address matters until after my trip. I've parked there previously without issue. Why is there now a concern about a brief 2-day usage? It should suffice. Whatever their intentions were can work with slightly less space.
No, I'm emphasizing that it won't be acceptable. Arbitrary usage is untenable as well. It could disrupt something crucial.
Something of significant importance? Such as? Are the local seniors convening for card games? Is that the important matter you're alluding to? If that's the case, They'll need to display some patience for a short period and locate another vacant lot. Perhaps they can enjoy a park stroll or relax on their verandas. You know, any activity that eases their aged bones.
How could you be so impolite? Not long ago, you requested substantial accommodations to access the space.
Oh, don't even contemplate involving a towing service, or I won't forgive you. Allow me to inform you. The friends accompanying me on the trip were once part of my inner circle. Surely, you recall their penchant for mischief. Can you deduce my point? If you dare take covert action.
Empty threats won't resolve this situation. You must determine how to return and relocate your friends' cars.
Are you lacking comprehension? I've reiterated I won't return for a few days. I'm attempting to reconnect with friends. And your constant communication is exasperating. How can I relish my vacation with your incessant interruptions, Nora?
Susan, this isn't a matter to jest about. Don't underestimate the gravity of this situation. I'm stressing its significance. The designated lot user isn't one to trifle with.
Oh, please. Are you resorting to threats now? You're truly remarkable. What will occur if I don't hasten back to relocate these minor cars? Huh? Will he recount antiquated tales to intimidate me? Witnessing an aged relic trying to menace me for parking in his vacant lot would be amusing.
It's not that at all, I'm being earnest. Please heed my words just once. He's truly not someone to provoke. Regardless of whether you return or delegate the task to someone else. Move the cars elsewhere, I implore you.
I'm terminating this conversation. Goodbye, Nora.
Susan, I'm genuinely attempting to assist you. Listen. You must resolve this. The severity eludes you.
Cease your calls, they're vexatious. I'm endeavoring to savor my vacation. Should this continue, I'll need to block your number until my return. I can't tolerate incessant calls.
Susan, I'm sincerely trying to aid you. Don't disregard me. Rectify this. The gravity escapes your understanding.
Spare me the annoyance, please. Allow me to enjoy my vacation. If this persists, I'll need to block your number until I'm back. I can't tolerate constant disruptions.
Susan, I'm genuinely striving to support you. Don't dismiss me.
Nora. What's going on here? I can't move my car like this. What's going on, Nora? Respond to me. Hey. I need to move my car, Nora. What's happening?
Hi, Susan. How was your trip?
Don't avoid my question. What happened? What's the point of all this? My car is ruined now.
What's the matter? I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Did you set up all these lines of cones? I tried driving through all of them while you were ignoring me. What kind of cones are these, anyway? My bumper is completely smashed.
Ah, I see. That seems accurate from what I heard.
But why? This is unbelievable. And why are these cones so different? They should have collapsed like regular ones when I drove over them.
I'm not there, as I told you earlier. I don't know what's going on. I only know some parts from my grandfather's account.
You're still not back? And what did he tell you? What did he do to my car?
I can't verify any of this because, like I said, I only have heard what I have. But apparently, the cones he placed had concrete in them.
The cones have concrete in them? Why wouldn't he just use normal cones?
Maybe he wanted something more durable? It certainly wasn't unintentional.
Why would he do this? What am I supposed to do? Who's going to fix my car now that the whole bumper is wrecked? Who's covering the repair costs? I'll need to replace all these parts. And now my car needs towing.
You can't be serious. Do you honestly think you're in a position to ask those questions?
Of course I am. What are you talking about?
You're the one who parked multiple vehicles on someone else's property without permission. You also chose to drive through multiple traffic cones. Can you really blame anyone but yourself?
Are you joking? Can't you comprehend this? Are you really that clueless? Do you understand the trouble you're in? Who you're dealing with? I told you who I was with on this trip. Do you think they'll let you off the hook?
By the way, that reminds me. The damages will cost around $40,000.
What damages? My car is the only thing damaged right now.
It's on behalf of my grandfather's friend's company. The space was meant for an event over the next few days. That was the original plan. Someone parked her car along with her friends, taking up the entire lot. So there wasn't enough room. Towing all those cars would have taken too long. So the only option was to quickly find another location for the event. They luckily found another space to rent and hold the event through their connections.
So what's the problem then? Sounds fine to me. They had their event. What's the issue? How can they demand compensation when everything went their way?
Are you clueless? Do you realize who had to cover all the expenses? Finding another last-minute rental space cost significantly more than if we had planned ahead. The event start was also delayed due to sudden plan changes. Vendors needed compensation for the time they lost, which they were initially promised. All the advertising was for the original location, not the new one. We had to make last-minute adjustments to accommodate this change. The new location was much farther from the initial one. Transportation had to be arranged on short notice, which is challenging without prior preparation. So, when you factor in all these costs, along with the transportation expenses, which were all done last minute, the total comes up to approximately $40,000.
You're joking, right? This can't be serious. Are they seriously going to make a claim for that much money?
You'll be receiving the official documents by mail soon.
This is unbelievable. Do you really think you can do this to me? Do you honestly believe you can just get away with this?
I haven't done anything to you. I'm not filing for damages either. This is on behalf of the company that nearly had their event ruined due to your poorly planned vacation.
If that's the game you're playing, fine. I suppose I'll have to use my trump card.
And what exactly do you think will save you from this situation?
Do you know where my dad works, Nora?
Does that even matter? Will that really help you?
It's not just about helping, it's about who my father is. My father works at BlackRock Corporation, one of the country's most reputable civil engineering companies. You must have heard of it. I'll be fine. Owen Stone, the president, is a local celebrity too. Starting trouble with someone connected to such a prestigious and wealthy business owner would be foolish. I don't think I need to spell it out for you. You should know what you're getting into.
Well, let me put it this way.
What? Are you trying to admit defeat? Seems like you've dug yourself into a bigger hole than you thought.
Not exactly. It turns out my grandfather allowed Mr. Stone to use the space you turned into an emergency parking lot.
Wait, what? It can't be the same person.
It's true. I didn't realize your father worked at the same company. He's practically family. My grandfather and he have been friends since childhood.
But you're not talking about that Mr. Stone, are you?
Sorry, got sidetracked. But yes, it's the same person.
This can't be happening. This is unreal. What can I possibly do? If it really is the same person, I'm in deep trouble.
Couldn't have said it better. Your best option is to call home and explain the situation to your dad. I'm glad I could clarify things. You'll need a miracle to get out of this mess, so good luck.
Hold on. You must help me. Can't you do something to assist me?
What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do?
Can you put in a good word for me with Mr. Stone? Explain the situation, and maybe things will work out.
Why would I help you after you threatened me? You got yourself into this mess, and I warned you about the consequences.
How was I supposed to know this is what you meant?
Good luck dealing with the $40,000 damages. It appears that Susan had informed all of her friends who joined her on the trip that she had already received permission to use the parking lot they utilized. This created difficulties for her in convincing the other trip members to share the damage costs among everyone. However, being the one in charge of arrangements, they all left her to figure out how to cover the expenses entirely by herself. Susan's father, who coincidentally worked for Mr. Stone's company. To his surprise, he wasn't exhausted but rather felt obligated to his boss due to the trouble she had caused. Susan's father was resolute in ensuring she learned from her errors. He declined to assist her in paying the damages, and she ended up taking on an additional job to afford the bill. Occasionally, she still contacts me, pleading for assistance. Nonetheless, I believe she has much to grasp from her blunders, so perhaps it's best to temporarily block her.